This live high school football game of the week on Lake TV is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, Slumberland Furniture, Quick Car, Pro Designs, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Sports Medicine, Alternative Remedies, Shawnee Bluff, Chances Are, Crown Power, Eldon Furniture, Jason Blankenship CPA, and the official photographer of Lake TV, Studio T Images.
It's time for the Burger Smokehouse pregame show. And now your host, William and Dave.
Welcome to beautiful Victor Field in Eldon, Missouri. Home to tonight's Lake TV coverage of your game of the week featuring the California Pintos and the Eldon Mustangs. I'm William Holtz, joined by my good man Dave Glendenning. And Dave, boy, both teams hungry to get back in the win column tonight.
For sure. Both lost last week. Tough loss, especially for California. And a tough Blair Oaks team came in here and pretty much took care of business with a few big plays against Eldon. Yeah, really, we'll talk about that, but three big plays that did Eldon in this year. Burger Smokehouse pregame show. We'll talk with both head coaches tonight on our pregame show. We'll feature a couple of players, one from both sides of the ball, or both teams, of course, tonight. That and much more on your Burger Smokehouse pregame show after this.
Welcome to Burger Smokehouse. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Burger Smokehouse invites everyone to come and visit our unique visitor center. See all the amazing museum-quality displays highlighting the seasons of the Ozarks and learn about meat curing and the history of Burger Smokehouse. Peruse our factory country store where we offer the largest selection of cured and smoked meats found anywhere. While you're here, grab a smoked meat sandwich and enjoy our video tour in the Good Old Days Theater to see how we produce our famous products. Our four-generation family business has combined time-tested curing traditions with modern meat processing innovations to become the largest specialty cured and smoked meat processor in the nation. Burger Smokehouse is nestled deep in the rolling Ozark Hills near California, Missouri, just 20 miles north of Eldon on Highway 87. We're just a short drive from anywhere in the lake area. Just follow the road signs to Burger Smokehouse. You can find our products in grocery stores throughout the lake area. Visit our website at smokehouse.com. Burger Smokehouse, your trusted provider of cured and smoked meat since 1952.
We brought together outstanding special purchases and customer favorites at Slumberland priced so low, they won't last for long. This tag means it doesn't get much better. So many to choose from. Like this Lazy Boy recliner for just $288. Customer favorites at special purchase prices. While they last. Find your new favorite for less. But hurry in. Slumberland. It's a good life.
Your car, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. For all your car is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Quick Car's Unlimited Wash Club features unlimited washes starting as low as $22 a month. Plus, with every full-service oil change at Quick Car, you'll get an extreme interior clean for only $7. The Quick Car Unlimited Wash Club. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Osage Beach, 2 blocks from Hy-Vee.
And welcome back to beautiful Victor Field in Eldon, Missouri, home of the Eldon Mustangs. And they hold a 3-1 record this year. Burger Smokehouse pregame show, of course, William Holtz, Dave Glendenning. And Dave, you talk about the visiting California Pintos. We were talking really a tough loss a week ago.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought loss. I think the referees played just a little bit too much in the outcome of that game. But hopefully we'll have a better officiating crew here tonight, and we'll have to use that as an excuse. Yeah, and we never like to throw an officiating crew under the bus, but if there's a crew that deserves to be thrown under the bus, last week, I'll tell you, the officials, you're exactly right, partner. They had far too much to do with the outcome of that ball game. And both Coach Brock Silvers, the Versailles Tigers, and Coach Michael Gregg for California, they were very unhappy, and rightfully so. We'll recap just real quick. If you look at last week's game, really, California, they got off to a quick start. They were up 6-0, and then it was Versailles with 2 straight scores. They brought it 13-6 with a lead. California appeared to tie that ball game on what was a lateral play, and you could take over from here. It was a disaster. Yeah, it was a apparent lateral, but the ball hit the turf, went forward, and then they scored a touchdown, and then Versailles' coach ran on the field and convinced the referee that it was a forward pass. And then that's when the crowd just got a little crazy after that.
Not just the crowd, also the our friends in the booth at Riley Field in California, and rightfully so, because there never was a flag thrown. It was just a matter of an inexperienced official who was like, oh, wait, maybe I missed something, and went ahead and implemented the call. And so you do have to pat Brock Silvers on the back, because he really had his way with that officiating crew a week ago, and if he doesn't rush onto the field, it would have been a touchdown. So you erase that if you're California, and you have an opportunity with a very tough defense tonight to come in here and hopefully knock off the Eldon Mustangs if you're California.
Yeah, look for both teams to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. I will be surprised if I see more than 10 passes tonight total between both teams.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a ground game. We'll see who can stop each other.
Yeah, you're talking about the visiting California Pintos, and their ground game been pretty solid for the most part. And one guy you got to touch on is our Slumberland Spotlight Player of the Game for them, a very impressive Corey Friedmeier, who was really pretty solid a week ago.
Yeah, he was the workhorse. He was a really, really tough runner. He gave Versailles some fits running the ball, and he did break a couple, and we'll see what he can do tonight against this Eldon defense.
Yeah, he got off to a good start. You see his numbers right there, 70 rushes on the year, just under 400 yards, averaging about 4.5 yards a tote, and he's found the end zone 3 times. He was the lone offense, as you said last week, for California, and he got off to a fast start, and it was some great defensive adjusting by the Versailles Tigers. Their defensive coordinator and the rest of their coaching staff did a nice job adjusting and really found a way to shut him down in the second half. And if you look at Eldon's defense, a similar defense, it's very, very sporadic, very, very mysterious. You talked about just the blitz and the stunts that Versailles last week threw at him, and it really did in the second half lock Corey Friedmeier into a very limited role. And so if you're California, you have to rely on Corey Friedmeier to get going, but you're also going to have to rely on that dual threat quarterback. You have Alex Currens, and then of course you have Liam Glenn. Now Currens is the sophomore who's a little bit better arm, still learning the system, and what Glenn does is the option so well. And we had an opportunity earlier tonight when we talked with California head coach Michael Gregg. He touched on that, and we caught up with him earlier this evening. Now joined by California head coach Michael Gregg. Coach, obviously tough game last week. What do you guys got to do to bounce back and get a big W tonight?
You know, for us, it's just finding out our balance of our offense. We've been searching all year to kind of figure out who we are, and we kind of felt like in that last game, we really felt like, you know, we figured out we are an option-based team, and it was really working for us last week, and to carry that over. Talk about the dual threat quarterback. You got 2 guys that are going to see reps. Talk about what both of them bring to the table. You know, Liam Glenn does a great job reading the option for us and does a lot of good stuff as he's grown up doing it. And then Currens is a sophomore and still kind of learning it, and we're bringing him along slowly so that as we get ready to go next year, he's our guy. Everyone talks about around the Tri-County Conference this tough defense you guys bring to the table. What do you guys have to do against Eldon tonight to stop that tough rushing attack? You know, that's a big thing. You know, our linebackers definitely are going to have to tackle tonight, and our D-line's got to stay low all night long. They run the ball really well, and they got some big guys up front, so we're going to have to stay low. Coach, thank you so much. Good luck tonight. Hopefully we'll talk after the game. Thank you. That's head coach Michael Gregg with the California Pintos. And you heard right there, Coach Michael Gregg said, kind of feels like we started to find our identity as a team offensively. They're going to be an option offense. They're going to run the football. You touched on it. Would be very, very surprised if we saw many passes tonight. But also, Dave, one thing to keep in mind, both teams know the identity of the other team is to pound the rock. So don't be surprised if we don't see some play action and maybe even more passing plays than we're used to. So we've talked about California. We come back on the Burger Smokehouse pregame show. We'll talk about the home team, the Eldon Mustangs. We'll talk with their head coach, Shannon Jolly, that and much more when we come back.
Pro Designs, but better than a billboard.
If you're looking for a long-term, sustainable way to brand your business, wrap it. This is Jimmy at Pro Designs, and we're excited to announce we now offer financing. That's right. Pay as you grow with flexible payment options. Go to ProDesigns.com, click on the financing tab, and in minutes, know your approval status. Simple, fast, and easy.
Pro Designs, but better than a billboard.
Here at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our 1995 oil changes. You get a free alignment check, you get a free multi-point inspection, you get a free car wash. Everybody will get all of that combined for $19.95. Stop by today or come visit us at rickball.com.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes,
increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's our passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Welcome to Alternative Remedies Plus, natural remedies for your mind, body, and soul. If your body is out of balance, our Biomeridian Stress Assessment can suggest supplements that can restore harmony physically and mentally using our own collection of herbs and supplements. We also offer an extensive selection of vitamins, herbs, sports nutrition, weight loss, and other supplements. Alternative Remedies Plus. Visit us today in our new location next to the Big Red Barn, just off the square in Camdenton.
Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Lori is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Lori, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
chances are you'll be back!
We are individualists. We are determined to grow, build, and cultivate the life of our dreams. We like our way of living. Who are we? Number 1 in subcompact tractors, number 1 in compact excavators, and number 1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
Hi, John Kane with Eldon Furniture. It's September and we're just a few weeks away from the fall season. We've got some great sales promotions for the Labor Day holiday and the beginning of autumn. Furniture, flooring, bedding, and blinds. We're the people you know and trust serving families just like yours. Follow us on Facebook, visit us online, or in our comfortable showroom in downtown Eldon.
Beautiful rendition of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, pride of the Eldon Mustangs marching band. Dave, very, very nice. Now, as we come back here on our Booger Smokehouse pregame show, Dave, you've got to talk about the Eldon Mustangs. And when you talk about the Eldon Mustangs, you got to talk about 10th-year head coach Shannon Jolly. Spent a total of 10 years here. His overall mark, 44-60, but that record's a little bit, I wouldn't say skewy, but a little bit mistelling. I'll tell you, the guy came in his first 3 years very undersized, and he made a promise when he came to Eldon. We're going to turn this football program around, and they did, to the tune of back-to-back district championships in 2012 and 2013. And that was the first time in nearly 40 years that Eldon had won a district championship. You'd have to go way back. I'm not even sure. Actually, it might have been the mid-'80s, but I know that it was under the direction of Coach Merritt. Prior to that, of course, the late Coach Merritt, who passed away over about a year ago, and just an amazing legend here in the Eldon area. And Shannon Jolly really building his own legacy. Now, we had an opportunity to talk with Coach Jolly earlier tonight. Now joined by Eldon head coach Shannon Jolly. Coach, obviously beautiful nights for football. Talk about California and your opponent tonight.
Well, I think it's a team that's getting better. You know, they've got a new head coach and a new system. So you put, 3 or 4 games behind somebody and you expect to get better all the way through the season. I don't think it's any different with them.
How about your team? You guys come in pretty healthy tonight. Any injuries to touch on?
No, we're good. I mean, we're pretty healthy. We're a little bit banged up, but probably no more than anybody else at this point.
What's the key for you guys tonight? Obviously, California getting better. You're coming off a tough loss to Blair Oaks. What's the one key tonight to make sure you guys protect home field and get a W?
Well, we just want to come out really, really strong and be deliberate on both sides of the ball and special teams as well. Last week, Blair Oaks did such a good job defensively against us, and we hadn't been used to that or we hadn't faced that. So tonight, to get out and get maybe some longer drives and get some consistency and kind of get back to ball control, like we've been used to.
Coach, thank you so much. Good luck. Hopefully we'll talk after the game.
All right, thank you.
So obviously key for any team, you heard Coach Jolly talking about it, you got to get off to a fast start, and with that's protecting the football. And if you know the Eldon Mustangs, just like the California Pintos, their formula of success is pound the rock and try to dominate the line of attack on both sides of the football. And when you look at this team, you really have the three-headed monster in the backfield. You've got Trenton Dillon, you got Isaiah Parsons, and then tonight's Slumberland Furniture Spotlight Player of the game, Isaiah Moreta. This young man is having an amazing year this far. You see his numbers right there. 650 yards, averaging over 7.5 yards per carry with 10 touchdowns already through 4 weeks. Now, week 2 against Owensville, 24 rushes, 337 yards, and 7 touchdowns in one game. Now, we talk about it all the time, Dave. When you talk about fantasy football, you look at some of these numbers these guys put up, and 7 touchdowns, 337 yards. That's something that, as we know, David Johnson won't be doing anytime soon.
No chance. And after a night like that, I wonder if he should actually consider doing cross country. I mean, that's a lot of running.
It is a
hard running.
It is a lot of running, and when you look at his counterpart, Isaiah Parsons in the backfield as well, he's had a really good year as well, averaging about 10 yards a carry. And then, of course, the big dog Trenton Dillon, 11.1 yards a carry. Also, the lone receiver, he's only had 2 catches on the year, Trenton Dillon, 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's really the only playmaker in the receiving game, but then, as you know, they don't really throw the ball a lot. Parsons' official numbers, 92 rushes for 369, and he's only averaging 4 yards a carry, hasn't scored. Trenton Dillon, 18 rushes, 200 yards with an 11.1 yard per carry. Of course, the quarterback position, Dawson Brandt only attempted 19 passes on the season, but he's got 26 rushes for a $108, and he does a very, very nice job managing this offense.
I would like to point out that Eldon has only completed 5 passes on the season.
Yeah, only attempted 19 officially. Yeah, and that's not a super high conversion rating. And one storyline to keep an eye on tonight, partner, is you're going to see both Liam Glenn and Alex Kearns at quarterback. Alex Kearns, a sophomore, and obviously you're a sophomore seeing varsity action. You play in the Tri-County Conference. You're going to see some very, very good defenses. But you look at his numbers coming in. That young man, he's going to have to find a way to overcome the lack of confidence. 41% completion percentage, not incredibly high up there on the percentage, and then 5 interceptions and 7 fumbles, and that's at limited action. So I look for him to come out tonight, Alex Kearns, when he gets an opportunity, and to, I expect him to play well tonight. He's a sophomore. I got a chance to watch him warming up before the game. He looked very, very confident. He was throwing the ball with a nice tight spiral. You see him actually right there on the sideline, really warming up. He throws a nice ball. I mean, he's a young man, and I think that Eldon's going to be stacking the box. They're going to be expecting the run game. And so I wouldn't be surprised, partner, like I touched on here earlier on the pregame show. I would not be surprised if we didn't see some play action and also didn't maybe see some trickery. I'll tell you, one thing that Shannon Jolly is known for is a no-nonsense kind of coach. And with that, everybody across the Tri-County Conference knows that. And so don't be surprised if we don't see some trickery tonight. So we're going to take a short commercial break. That is going to conclude tonight's Burgers Smokehouse pregame show. William Holtz, Dave Glendenning. Don't go anywhere, folks, because when we come back, we've got a big Tri-County Conference matchup on Lake TV after this.
Welcome to Burgers Smokehouse. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Burgers Smokehouse invites everyone to come and visit our unique visitor center. See all the amazing museum-quality displays highlighting the seasons of the Ozarks and learn about meat curing and the history of Burgers Smokehouse. Peruse our factory country store where we offer the largest selection of cured and smoked meats found anywhere. While you're here, grab a smoked meat sandwich and enjoy our video tour in the Good Old Days Theater to see how we produce our famous products. Our 4-generation family business has combined time-tested trusted curing traditions with modern meat processing innovations to become the largest specialty cured and smoked meat processor in the nation. Burger Smokehouse is nestled deep in the rolling Ozark Hills near California, Missouri, just 20 miles north of Eldon on Highway 87. We're just a short drive from anywhere in the lake area. Just follow the road signs to Burger Smokehouse. You can find our products in grocery stores throughout the lake area. Visit our website at smokehouse.com. Burger Smokehouse, your trusted provider of cured and smoked meat since 1950.
And it is game time officially here from Victor Field. California set to kick it off. An end-over-end kick fielded at about the 20-yard line on hop by Trenton Dillon. He's got some room outside across the 40, and a really good start for the Eldon Mustangs. Coach Shannon Jolly said they have to play well in the special teams game. Well, it's a good start. Eldon starts at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, great start for Eldon.
Of course, action around the Tri-County Conference tonight. We've also got the Versailles Tigers at Warsaw. They look to win their third in a row against Warsaw. And then Osage at Southern Boone. Of course, those teams will meet next week in Versailles for our Lake TV Game of the Week. We'll be making our first trip to Versailles. But, of course, we've got some business going on here in Eldon. Dawson Brandt under center. Quick hitter. That's Parsons, and he has a good game. Nathan Corte, the sophomore, with the stop for the Pintos, but not before Parsons gains 8. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2.
Everyone better get used to watching that play tonight.
So 2nd down and 2, Brandt under center. Moreta outside, and he's going to be stopped after gaining 1st down yardage. He's down to the 42. Corey Friedmeier with the stop for the Pintos, but that's enough for an Eldon 1st down.
Yeah, Friedmeier had a great defensive game last week against Versailles.
1st down.
So 1st down and 10 now. Eldon, quick start to this ball game. Great field position and already a 1st down. Now Brandt, of course, you're going to see him line up under center for the majority of the evening. Quick hitter, that's Parsons, and he's going to be taken down by Friedmeier. First guy there, he's got about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Number 35, Isaiah Parsons, once again for the Mustangs.
He's got 4. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
No question, Friedmeier is the MVP for the Pintos. He does everything on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he definitely does. Corey Friedmeier, and what's funny, you know, he was a little guy coming up through the ranks there at junior high and then first couple years in high school, and he's really busted onto the scene the last couple of years for these Pintos, and they are going to need him to play big tonight. Oh, that's Parsons who gets the carry. I'll tell you what, ran into his own guy, kind of pushed him out of the way, and he's a bruiser.
Yeah.
So here's the Pintos. They have the Mustangs in a 3rd down and 6, and we'll see if the Pintos defense can't come up with a big stop. You do have to be impressed with this Pinto defense. One of the top defenses here in the Tri-County Conference thus far, but they are going to get a test tonight. Play action, it's Brandt. He rolls out. He's going to have 1st down yardage. I see a marker. He may go inside the 10, and he's tripped up from behind. Of course, Friedmeier there. We've got a marker in the backfield. I believe this one's going to come back.
Unfortunately, will probably be a hold. Yep, it is.
So that's going to come back, but really nice piece of running by Dawson Brandt. And again, it was Corey Friedmeier coming from the far side of the field, made his way all the way across the field to make the shoestring tackle. Of course, all for none. But once again, showcasing just the grit of the young man and then the effort to get down the field and trip up quarterback Dawson Brandt. But of course, comes back on a hold. So now Eldon, they're going to be faced with a 3rd and about 18 after the holding call.
Yeah, I did see the hold. It helped precipitated that long run for sure.
Yeah, he had a lot of daylight out there. Of course, I also like the call by Shannon Jolly because you know they're going to try those quick hitters inside with 2 guys in the backfield. So that naked boot, you're going to look out for that all night for Dawson Brandt.
He's run the ball quite a bit. It'd be interesting. 3rd and 17 now here for the Mustangs. In motion is Dillon. They're going to pitch it outside to him. Ooh. He's got good yardage, cuts back across, and he steps out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
Well, if it was anything like last week's game, I imagine everyone's going to be going for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, he has a good gain right there. 13 for Dillon on his first carry of the evening, and that's going to bring up 4th and 4, and you hit on it, partner. Most likely going to see a lot of 4th down attempts here for both teams. There's a big tell here early in the game. If California can find a way to come up with a stop, boy, that'd go a long way for their momentum. Brandt under center. He's going to keep the snap. He's got first down yardage inside the 30. Cuts back across, and he's down to the 22-yard line. We'll give him 14 yards on the carry. And that's good for a Mustang first down.
First down, Mustangs!
Got a 2-back set.
Quick hitter to Parsons, who's up the middle. He's got good yardage. We're going to give him 8 down to the 15-yard line.
Parsons up the middle for the Mustangs. Number 31, Kyle Riley with the stop.
Kyle Riley with the stop for the Pintos, but Eldon just picking up yardage in chunks.
Yeah, it's not looking so good for the Pintos are here early on.
Yeah, of course, Eldon really been running the ball well against
5 backers in there
everybody.
right now. They're loading up to stop the run.
Parsons now keeps the legs churning. He's all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Tough run.
We're going to give him 10 yards, and Parsons just continues to eat up yardage. Already in this ball game, he's got 5 carries for 30 yards.
Yeah, and California had 10 guys in the box. Still couldn't stop him.
Yeah, Eldon does a nice job up front, and that's that very, very characteristic of Shannon Jolly's style of offense. Just stopped is Merida. He's down to about the 1-yard line. We're going to give him 4 yards.
I'd say it's 2nd and inches. It's it's right there.
Yeah, more times than not, Eldon finds a way to get this ball in the end zone here. 2nd down and goal from the 2-inch line.
Do you quarterback sneak it or risk a handoff here?
Pickering with the stop for the Pintos. 2nd down and goal. Brandt, quick hitter to Parsons, who's into the end zone for the touchdown from 1 yard out. So Merida with his 11th touchdown of the season. This one from 1 yard out, and Isaiah Merida, he was your Slumberland Furniture Spotlight Player of the Game. So it was Parsons now. Parsons with his first touchdown run of the year. He's had a good ball game here in the first possession. 6 carries, 31 yards, and the touchdown.
Going for 2.
Brandt under center in the flat as Trenton Dillon wide open, and the 2-point conversion is good. So just like that, Eldon marches down the field, 53 yards to the house with 7:12 left in the first quarter. Eldon leads California 8-0. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
We are individualists. We are determined to grow, build, and cultivate the life of our dreams. We like our way of living. Who are we? Number 1 in subcompact tractors, number 1 in compact excavators, and number 1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
And we are back. Beautiful Victor Field. And I'll tell you, Eldon had no problems on that first possession. Of course, great field position, but We saw no pass plays officially from scrimmage. Of course, the 2-point conversion was a play action. Trenton Dillon wide open, but I think that's going to be there all night with the way California is going to have to stack the box to try to defend this rushing attack.
They pretty much can move the ball at will.
Wait, very nice, Dave. Very nice. So Trenton Dillon will do the kicking duties here for Eldon. Back to receive for California, Toby Dalby, the senior. Good kick. He's going to field it at inside his own 10-yard line. Tries to get outside. He does across the 20, lowers his head up to about the 26-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 25. Clayton Moore with the stop for the Mustangs, and we're going to get a look at this California offense for the first time tonight.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of Friedmeier. That's my guess.
Yeah, of course, Liam Glenn going to start out at quarterback. Late on in the field, Clayton Winkler, the sophomore, makes his way out there. He'll line up at the tight end position. So under center's Glenn. And he's just going to keep it right up the middle. He has about 3 yards on first down. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. An interesting call over the middle.
Is Liam Schatzer playing this week?
He is not. He was concussed in last week's game, then hurt himself in practice on Tuesday. So California going to be without one of their big hitters on defense, and that is a big blow for the Pintos.
And he was a great tight end for them and blocked really well.
Yeah, here we go now. Quick hitter inside. Not much doing. Eldon all over that.
Number 41, Dustin Bonecutter with the carry.
Bonecutter with the carry. Eldon not having any of that, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Third down and 7.
Flag on the play.
Too many men on the field.
Did have a nice pregame meal courtesy of our friends at Chances Are. And Burgers Smokehouse, of course, had lots of good food. That turkey bacon club sandwiches hit the spot. My goodness.
Yeah, those sandwiches were delicious from Chances Are.
Of course, complimented with some Burgers Smokehouse bacon.
Oh.
Of course, you knew that because no bacon is as succulent as Burgers Smokehouse bacon. Nothing like it. So after the false start, 5-yard penalty, 3rd and 11 for California. In motion, Friedmeier takes the pitch, and he is nailed. Parsons, the first guy there, and Mustangs all over it. He has a couple yards. Dawson Brandt in on the stop, the first guy there, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 9 after a 2-yard carry on Corey Friedmeier's first carry of the game.
Friedmeier back to punt for the Pintos.
Moreta back for Eldon. Nice punt by Friedmeier. Moreta makes the stop, tries to get outside. He does across the 40, lowers his head and all the way up to about the 47, 48-yard line. Flags do fly. Clayton Winkler with the stop, the sophomore in on the stop for California. We'll wait for the call.
My mother came and visited last week, and on her way home, she picked up some Applewood smoked bacon from Burger Smokehouse. Immediately drove it back to Indiana and cooked it up for my dad.
Very nice. And your dad on the mend at home, I believe. He just had some surgery, you said?
Yeah, he's got a plate and about 8 screws. He's been laid up for the past 6 months and still in recovery. Wishing him well, and hopefully he'll get back on his feet soon.
Well, we wish your father well in his recovery. Boy, never fun to be stuck on the couch, but if you're going to be, one thing to make it better, Applewood smoked bacon from our friends at Burger Smokehouse. Brandt now outside to Moreta. Moreta outside across the 40, spins inside, still on his feet, all the way down to the 34-yard line. He has 13 yards on the carry.
Jacob Adams on the stop, the senior.
First down, Mustangs.
So 4:27 left here in the opening period of play. Brandt the hand to Moreta. Good lead block. Tries to get outside. Hurdles his own guy. Has about 6.5 yards. They're going to give him 8 actually on the carry.
I believe that was the same lineman that got knocked down on the previous drive.
So the Mustang ball carriers say, "Get out of our way, Riley Pope."
Knock him down or jump over him.
Very good. So 2nd down and 3 now. Brandt, he's going to keep it on the naked bootleg. Outside, the ball's on the turf, but they're going to rule him down another 13-yard line. So 14 yards on the carry for Brandt.
First down, Mustangs. Timeout, California.
California's going to burn their first timeout of the game. So with 3:37 to go in the opening period of play, we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
Welcome to Alternative Remedies Plus, natural remedies for your mind, body, and soul. If your body is out of balance, our Biomeridian Stress Assessment can suggest supplements that can restore harmony physically and mentally using our own collection of herbs and supplements. We also offer an extensive selection of vitamins, herbs, sports nutrition, weight loss, and other supplements. Alternative Remedies Plus. Visit us today in our new location next to the Big Red Barn, just off the square in Camdenton.
Back here on Lake TV, our friends at Alternative Remedies. Dave, I want to have to get you down there, man. Adrian, the owner of that place, grass-fed beef, bison, chicken. You know, you're and I kind of alley. Of course, we saw that documentary recently, kind of scared us out of a lot of the meats, of course. But Alternative Remedies, they do a great job and also do readings and stuff, stress tests, things like that. And so we're going to have to get you hooked up to the machines down there at Alternative Remedies in Camdenton. They do a really, really nice job, and we thank our friend Adrian at Alternative Remedies for sponsoring tonight's broadcast of Eldon Mustang football on Lake TV. Here's the quick, nice hit on
Jacob
the play.
Adams on the stop.
Number 35, Isaiah Parsons.
Parsons has 4, but not without paying a price. He got nailed by Adams.
Gain of 4 on that play will bring up 2nd and 6.
Of course, we miss our good friend Ross Reinhardt. We thank him for his service, part of the United States National Guard. He's in St. Louis. Very, very dangerous situation. We lift up Ross and all emergency responders and military in the St. Louis area. We lift him up in prayer. So here's Moreta now, the carry outside, and he's got good yardage down inside the 5, down to about the 1-yard line. That's a Mustang first down. He has 8 yards, and that's going to bring up 1st and goal now.
Number 30, Jacob Adams on the stop.
Adams, once again, he's all over the place defensively.
Looks like they're on the 2-yard line.
And the give to Parsons, and he's into the house for his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one from 2 yards out.
Fantastic blocking for the Eldon Mustangs. They just pushed that defense way back into the end zone.
So that's Parsons' 2nd touchdown of the night and his 2nd of the year. Of course, Moreta comes in with 10 touchdown carries. Of course, you see our fan cam brought to you by Alternative Remedies. See the crowd here. They are all over it. Eldon out early now, going for 2. Under center is Brandt. Same play. This time looks to be covered. Brandt now in the end zone, and in and out of the hands of Trenton Dillon. Man, Brandt did a nice job to buy himself some time, but to no avail. So after just about 9.5 minutes of play, it's Eldon 14, California nothing. We'll be back with exclusive coverage of high school football on Lake TV after this.
Your car, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. For all your car is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Quick Cars Unlimited Wash Club features unlimited washes starting as low as $22 a month. Plus, with every full-service oil change at Quick Car, you'll get an extreme interior clean for only $7. The Quick Car Unlimited Wash Club. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Osage Beach, 2 blocks from Hy-Vee.
And we are back, and I'll tell you what, Eldon just having their way here in the early going. So California, they're going to have to get going here offensively.
Well, it looks like the Eldon Mustang mascots made an appearance here in the stands.
Yeah, they always done a nice job. I'll tell you, Eldon, I went to Eldon until halfway through my junior year. One of the greatest student sections and fan support groups in the Tri-County Conference. Of course, their band and cheer section, you'll hear them do the Wiggle-O they've made famous. So Trenton Dillon.
Great kick.
Kicks it. That one fielded inside the 10-yard line. Dakota Henry with the return. He cuts back across field, and the young man still on his feet up to about the 27-yard line. So Dakota Henry does a nice job in the special teams game, and that's going to be 1st and 10 now for California at their own 28-yard line.
Got California down 2 scores already here in the first quarter.
Yeah,
I'd like to see him put together a good drive here.
Yeah, this Eldon defense very tough to do so against. So Kearns now, quick hitter. That's Corey Friedmeier in the flat, and he's got some room. Cuts across field, across the 40, up to about the 42 yards, or we're going to say the 41-yard line. So 13 yards for Corey Friedmeier. We didn't expect to see a whole lot of passing, but just like that, the first time they go through the air, works like magic to the tune of 13 yards, in California with a first down.
Yeah, perhaps they have no choice being down 2 scores. I know it's still early, but they might have to put the ball up in the air a lot more tonight.
And that's a tell. You got Kearns in the game already, and if they're going to pass the ball, that's who they want to do it. A little bit better arm out of the shotgun. Into the flat, in and out of the hands of Henry. He's got to catch that. Dawson Brandt was barreling in, but nobody back for Eldon. So if Henry can haul that in, shake Brandt. He may go. Really a nice throw by quarterback Alex Kearns. Impressed with what we've seen from him in a couple pass attempts, but incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
And that was pretty good production for California on that play, too.
Yeah, you're right. Very nice protection. Eldon, they bring the house, but nice job by Friedmeier. Pick up the blitzer. Quick hitter here. It's going to be outside. Some good yardage here for Liam Glenn. Across the 45. Lowers his head. Oh, boy. We've got a couple of players down. Uh-oh. That's Liam Glenn. He has about 8 yards across midfield. Emily Ruffy, camera woman for KRCG, took a shot right into the head. She's a former Lake TV camerawoman. We certainly hope she's okay. Boy, she took a tough hit, as did the Eldon defender. Oh, wow. So 3rd down and 2 now for California.
Yeah, that was Austin Pipes on the tackle, if that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, the senior Pipes. He took a blow from Liam Glenn. So on 3rd and 2. Oh, boy, in trouble is Kearns, slammed to the ground by Trenton Dillon, and that goes for a loss of 6 yards and backs California up to 4th down and 8.
Looks like they had a little bit of confusion on that play. They didn't know which way they were going.
Yeah, blown play very early on. So it looks like California may be forced to punt here. They got it at their own 44-yard line. I'm not sure you really want to give Eldon a short field.
I most definitely wouldn't.
And Friedmeier, ooh, nice punt there. Good hang time. Fielded by Moreta, and he's going to be bottled up by Pickling at about the 27-yard line, or they're going to spot at the 28. So Pickering with the tackle. That's going to bring up first down and 10 now as Eldon gets the ball back on offense. And boy, they've been tough to stop so far. Man, Von Miller's in the house. I guess that guy's probably not quite as broad-shouldered as Von Miller, but man, I'll tell you what, he has to be one of the most.
Uh-oh. He threw that high. Uh-oh.
So it's going to be a sideline warning against California, but yeah, that official, he was trying to make his own solar eclipse. He threw that thing as high as could be.
Yeah, we saw that call once last week. Should have probably been a couple more.
Well, I'd say last week against Versailles, they could have got that thrown all night long.
I don't know if someone said something bad to him. I don't know, but he got mad and threw that flag as high as I've ever seen one thrown.
So first down and 10 now. Quick hitter, Brandt with the toss, and that falls incomplete. Oh boy, that was dangerously close to being a backwards lateral. Now Brandt was looking for Austin Pipes, the senior, who couldn't haul it in, and he must have thought it was backwards too, because he wasted no time to go after it. That's going to fall harmlessly to the turf, but boy, I'll tell you, the last couple of weeks, see some very questionable call on whether it was or wasn't a backwards lateral. 2 last week and already 1 here tonight in the first quarter. So second down and 10 now. Brandt under center. Moreta with the carry, tries to get outside, and he will with a little stiff arm. That ball's on the turf, and then luckily for Moreta, goes out of bounds. So they're going to spot the ball at the 46-yard line. It goes for 18 yards, but the carry only 14 yards, and then it advances another 4 yards on the fumble. So almost looked like he just rolled the ball forward. Nice save as I was about to throw the roster down and hit a nice lady in the head. Dave Glendenning with cat-like reflexes.
You know it. By the way, Moreta had one heck of a stiff arm on that run.
Yeah, he sure did. Brandt now with the keeper, and Glenn gonna get him swinging, but unable to take him down, and that one cleaned up on the play by Kent Riley. Big Kent Riley, he was all over the place a week ago, and he does a nice job there. Now Brandt with the carry. He has about 2 yards on the snap before Riley corrals him. Liam Glenn, the first defender there for California. So with 33 seconds to go, Eldon in control of 14-0.
Yeah, last week Riley, he made some tackles 10, 20 yards down the field. He's relentless. He doesn't stop until that whistle blows.
Here's the quick hitter. It's Moreta again now trying to get outside. Now cuts back inside. He will go from 52 yards out. Isaiah Moreta to the house. No flags on the field. And Eldon in control. Wow.
There wasn't a California Pinto defender within 40 yards almost of him when he got to the end zone.
Yeah, he looked like he had some daylight to the outside, but he saw something we did not. Cut inside and off to the races, and good luck any team when you get a guy like Isaiah Moreta in the open field. He took it the distance, so 52 yards, and Eldon, they are out in front 20-0 here with 23 seconds left to go in the opening quarter.
And they're going to kick it this time.
Yeah, go figure, right? Austin Pipes does the holding. Nice hold. It's up, and it is good for Trenton Dillon. The Mustangs in control early. It's 21-0. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's our passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Back here on Lake TV, and the Mustang faithful, they're just absolutely loving it, and why not?
Pintos have no answers for Eldon's rushing attack.
Yeah, so far Parsons on the ground. He has 37 yards on 8 carries and 2 touchdowns, and Isaiah Moreta so far 7 carries for 90 yards.
Do you think he's going to score more than 7 tonight?
I highly doubt he scores more than 7, but no telling. It's early. High end over end kick, fielded by Henry at his 16-yard line. He's got some room across the 30. Dakota Henry now still on his feet all the way down to the 46-yard line of Eldon, and a little life for the Pintos as Dakota Henry turns on the Jets, and he has California in business.
And Trenton Morgan on the stop for the Eldon Mustangs. Possibly that's the jolt California needs. This is their best starting field position of the night.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Dakota Henry's such a playmaker. He busted on the scene last year as a sophomore, and he's carried that over. Really one of the big playmakers. Oh boy, that's on the turf and very wisely recovered. That's number 41 for California. Of course, I don't have a 41.
I think that's the bone breaker.
Oh yeah, bone cutter.
Bone cutter.
So that's going to conclude our first quarter of play. All Mustangs, they lead California by a score of 21-0. You're watching exclusive coverage of high school football on Lake TV.
Pro Designs, but better than a billboard.
If you're looking for a long-term, sustainable way to brand your business, wrap it. This is Jimmy at Pro Designs, and we're excited to announce we now offer financing. That's right. Pay as you grow with flexible payment options. Go to prodesigns.com, click on the financing tab, and in minutes, know your approval status. Simple, fast, and easy.
Pro Designs, but better than a billboard.
And we're back, Dave, here on Lake TV. Beautiful start for the Eldon Mustangs. They're up 21-0 over the California Pintos, and California going to have to find a way to get something going here.
Yeah, like I said, they've got great field position to start. See if they can get anything going at all.
So 2nd down and 12 now. Alex Curran's in at quarterback, Henry in motion. Be a quick hitter to him, and cross midfield, he's outside, and there goes Dakota Henry. Cross the 30, little stutter step before being taken down by Trenton Dillon. We have a marker down at about the 40-yard line, and this could be coming back, but once again, Dakota Henry does a great job out in the open, waits for the block, springs himself outside, and then he's off to the races. Had a big game before this one called back.
That's an unfortunate penalty there.
Yeah, man, every time California gets something going here in the first quarter plus of play, something goes wrong. And Eldon, boy, I'll tell you what, they catch a break there because that flag came in nowhere near the play.
Yeah, Coach Gregg last week said they couldn't get any rhythm on offense due to penalties.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, they look to be mixing it up a little bit here offensively with the quick hitter, and I like the call, but of course the flag once again jolts the offensive rhythm. So Curran's out of the shotgun, takes the snap, pitch outside, that's on the turf, and Dakota Henry very wisely falls on it, but that's a big loss for the Pintos, and they're moving the wrong direction. I think that goes without saying. Then back to the 39, that goes for a loss of 11, brings up 3rd down and 25.
Again, once California got something going, something bad happens.
So 3rd down and 25. We'll see what Coach Michael Gregg calls here for the Pintos. Currens, there's a flag on the field. Currens, play fake in the backfield, and he is going to be taken down by a slew of Mustangs back at the 33-yard line. That's another 4-yard loss. That's going to bring up 4th down and forever. We'll wait for the call here on the field, but this does not look good for California. Boy, tell you what. So it's going to be an illegal shift against the offense.
Legal shift against the Pintos. Penalty is declined. That'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, mistake-prone California team already.
Friedmeier gets away a great punt. Fair catch called for and made by Isaiah Moreta at his 30-yard line. That goes for 36 yards on the punt by Corey Friedmeier, and Eldon going to get it back. They've scored all 3 times they've had the ball. See the impressive crowd here at Victor Field. Boy, I'll tell you what, Eldon in control. First quarter flew by, and of course I guess I shouldn't go there yet. So 11-10 left here in the opening half of play. Eldon in control, 21-0. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Dawson Brandt now under center. Play action, he's going to keep it. First guy misses, now throws, and he's got his fullback in the flat. That's hauled in by Nicholas Outhoff, the junior. He has 11 yards, and that's a 1st down, only the 6th completion of the year through the air for Dawson Brandt.
And Alex Kearns, sophomore, was in on the tackle for the Pintos. Made a solid tackle. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised by both teams, quote-unquote, airing it out tonight.
Trying to get a look and see where Emily Ruffy is from KRCG. She took quite the spill earlier, and okay, now she's on her way now. Nice job by California as they limit Moreta here to a short gain. They're going to say 1 yard.
Friedmeier again on the tackle. He just does it all for the Pintos. Punts, runs the ball, tackles the ball. Very impressive athlete.
So 10:32 left. Eldon 2nd and 10 now. They've got it at their own 41-yard line. Inside give, and this is Parsons, and he carries the pile all the way up to the 48-yard line. We'll give him 7, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Pintos really need to stop here. They need to force a punt.
So big 3rd down and 3 here if you're the Californian defense.
Looks like they're sneaking up a bunch of guys to the line.
Oh, and Trenton Dillon moves. That's going to back Eldon up 5 yards, bring up 3rd down and 8. And Eldon, for the most part, very disciplined. If you're Coach Shannon Jolly, you got to be impressed with your team here in the early going. But if there's one thing I can tell you about Coach Shannon Jolly, he's a no-nonsense kind of guy. And even up 21-0 early, a penalty like that will irk him, and it'll irk him in the worst of ways.
Yeah, he was tough, too, when he was at Osage as well. School the Osage, that is.
Yeah, he's been to a few places. He's found his forever home possibly here in Eldon. They really love him. Dawson Brandt now over the middle.
Whoa.
And that one's caught by Isaiah Moreta, and he will go from 58 yards out. This one to the house, and boy, Moreta has had himself a first half. He's got 8 carries for 101 yards. And a touchdown and 1 catch for 58 yards and a touchdown. And Dawson Brandt now, he has 40% of his season completions coming into this game in the first half of play tonight. If you catch that. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was his, what, third completion of the night.
So 27-0 here, Eldon, and Trenton Dillon back in to attempt another extra point. His first one was through Austin Pipes. The hold, Trenton Dillon, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 9:25 left in the first half of play, it's all Mustangs. They lead 28-0. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
Here at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our 1995 oil changes. You get a free alignment check, you get a free multi-point inspection, you get a free car wash. Everybody will get all of that combined for $19.95. Stop by today or come visit us at rickball.com.
We brought together outstanding special purchases and customer favorites at Slumberland priced so low, they won't last for long. This tag means it doesn't get much better. So many to choose from. Like this Lazy Boy recliner for just $288. Customer favorites at special purchase prices. While they last. Find your new favorite for less. But hurry in. Slumberland. It's a good life.
And we are back here on Lake TV, where the Eldon Mustangs all over the California Pintos here. Trenton Dillon now set to kick. High kick. That one flies out of bounds, so California going to get some nice starting field position. They've got it 1st and 10 at their own 35. And partner here, very early going. You're going to have nearly 3 quarters of play where California, they're going to have to try to get back in this ball game, and they're going to have to show some tough fight. And I'll tell you, when you're young and you know that you're coming into a game with a team that's probably better than you, especially on paper, and you get down early 28-0, I mean, if you're one of these young men, you really just have to buckle up your chin strap and really go to work.
And Will, it's looking like they're going to be going on about 5 quarters without scoring any points from last week, because they scored a touchdown early in the game against Versailles.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, California, they haven't scored any points. Now, of course, that 3rd quarter touchdown that got called back probably should have been a touchdown. Here's the inside give, and that's Corey Friedmeier. He has a nice run up to about the 43-yard line. That's only his 2nd carry of the game. This one goes for 7 yards.
That was a great run following his blocks. Great vision on that run. Now just no penalties, California.
Yeah, if you can sustain a drive and give your defense a rest, I bet they'd be very, very appreciative. But you're right, partner. Those penalties typically what California runs into. There's Bonecutter now. Moving forward, stop to the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up 3rd down now and about 3 after the play where no yardage gain. Bishop with the stop there for the Mustangs.
That was a little different look from California on that play. I hadn't really seen that formation before. Kind of have Friedmeier there.
That's quarterback Liam Glenn with the quarterback keeper. He has 4 yards, actually 5 up to the 47-yard line. That's going to be a 1st down for California, so that's a positive if you're the Pintos. 8:04 left to play here in the first half.
I wonder if they're going to stick with that formation they're running. Both like 2 running backs kind of at an angle on each side. Yep, they're doing it here again.
There's the give to Bonecutter, who stopped the line of scrimmage. Brandt in on the stop. Cole Walker also with the stop, and Jesse Dummermuth, the senior, he's in there as well. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Friedmeier in motion, going to be a pitch out to him, and he is very nearly tripped up in the backfield. He makes the first guy miss, but the Mustangs all over that one. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 now as Friedmeier, no gain on 2nd down.
Yeah, he's not an easy running back to take down, as we saw last week.
Cole Walker with the stop for the Mustangs. So 3rd down and a long 10.
Oh.
There's a flag. The line of scrimmage. Friedmeier was open, but taken down in the backfield for a quarterback sack is Liam Glenn. Holding against the offense, that'll surely be declined. That's going to bring up 4th down and forever. Dunn and Myers combined for the quarterback sack. That's going to bring up 4th down and 19. Friedmeier going to come in to punt the football away, and Isaiah Moretta back to return. He stands at his own 25-yard line. So he's run one in. He's caught one for a touchdown. Let's see. Oh, that is blocked. Trenton Dillon.
Grab it.
And he has the recovery, and he is still going all the way down to the 9-yard line, so Moretta doesn't get a chance as Trenton Dillon blocks the punt, didn't know where it went, ends up recovering it, and Eldon's going to have it 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Oh, devastating blow to California. Wow. They did not need that. You can't give Eldon a 1st and goal. As they proved time and time again tonight, every time they've been in the red zone, they punched it in for a touchdown.
So Dawson Brandt under center. Moretta and Parsons in the backfield with him. Inside give, and that's Parsons to the house from 9 yards out. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And it is 34-0 Eldon here in the early going.
Whew. Eldon's come out to play tonight.
Yeah, this is a very, very tough Eldon team. They started 3-0 before falling last week to Blair Oaks, and it was 3 plays, a 97-yard touchdown, a 70-yard touchdown, and then a long 70-yard pass that ended up leading to a 1-yard touchdown. You take away those 3 plays, Eldon right in that ball game. So Dillon for the 3rd consecutive time with the point up, and it is good. So Eldon in control. They lead 35-0. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
This live high school football game of the week on Lake TV is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, Slumberland Furniture, Quick Car, Pro Designs, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Sports Medicine, Alternative Remedies, Shawnee Bluff, Chances Are, Crown Power, Eldon Furniture, Jason Blankenship CPA, and the official photographer of Lake TV, Studio T Images.
And we are back here on Lake TV, and well, partner, 35-0. Eldon in control, and still 5:43 left in this first quarter, or this first half of play.
Yeah, California down 35. It's really hard to come back from that deficit.
Yeah, and especially against this defense. I'll tell you, Coach Jolly talked about the special teams game, and so far you have a blocked punt and a great return to start the game here. Henry across the 20, has it up to the 23-yard line, and that's where California starts this series. 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So I'm just curious. I'm wondering if they're going to start opening it up, take some chances down the field. I mean, what do they really have to lose at this point? You know, there's 5:37 to go in the half. What they've been doing hasn't been working.
Liam Glenn in there under center, and not typically their passing quarterback. Glenn the inside give, and Bonecutter, I believe, with the carry. He has about 1 yard, brings up 2nd down and 9.
I still like that name, Bonecutter.
It's a good sports name.
Mm-hmm. Especially coming from the town of California.
Yeah. Well, they Bonecutter Auto Body and Power Sports, and of course, yeah, I mean, when you have Burger Smokehouse and Cargill in California, Bonecutter is probably not a terrible name. So here's Kearns now, flushed out of the pocket, and Trenton Dillon adds a quarterback sack to his already impressive night. That's a 7-yard loss, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 16. Wow.
Eldon's defense having its way tonight.
California came into this game only giving up 10.5 points a game thus far in the conference schedule, and they're on pace to give up 78 points right now. Kearns, he's going to keep it. He's got some daylight outside, cuts inside, and he's going to be taken down about the 28-yard line. He does a nice job getting a big chunk of that yardage back. That's going to bring up 4th down and 7. About 4th down and 6, actually. That's Kearns, a nice run there. He has about 10 yards, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 6. Another punt situation for the Pentos.
See if they can get one off here.
Nice punt by Friedmeier. Moreta fields it. Oh, and then, he makes the first guy miss. Shakes a tackle. Isaiah Moreta now across the 40 and then taken down by Corey Friedmeier at the 45-yard line. But nice return by Isaiah Moreta. He's done it tonight through the air, catching the football. He's done it tonight on the ground. And now in special teams takes that return and goes about 21 yards. So very nice return. And Eldon, as if they needed it, great starting field position, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Don't go anywhere, folks. At the conclusion of our first half of play, we'll have the Quick Car halftime show. Dawson Brent now in the play action. Rolls out wide open. He had Trenton Dillon, but overshoots him.
Going for the jugular.
Yeah, they were looking to put California away. Boy. Brings up 2nd down and 10 now. I mean, honestly, Eldon, they don't do a lot of passing, and if you're looking for an ideal opportunity to try to get a couple passing plays in, this would be it. Up 35-0. You know, maybe try a few things here offensively that you don't typically get a chance to do, especially in close games. And now a penalty flag, so they square that away. Man, I'll tell you, we sure miss our man Ross Reinhardt.
It is a little weird with Ross not being up here tonight.
I'll tell you, there's a lot more food to go around.
And I hope he's safe down in St. Louis.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers with you, Rossi. Of course, he celebrates his birthday yesterday, so it's a tough time for him to get called away. Both sons start their football season. Zachary and Adrian. Now here's the inside give on this play. That's Parsons. He has about 4 yards on that carry.
That'll bring up 3rd and 1 for the Mustangs.
So 3rd down and 1 now for Eldon. You guys can't see it at home, but Dave and I really struggling to get this backdrop rolled up.
We multitask.
So 3rd and 1 now. Brandt rolls out. He's got Dillon open. Play action. Now throws it in and out of the hands of Trenton Dillon. He was open. Hits him in the hands. That falls incomplete. Brings up 4th and 1. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Jolly just punt the football away here. I know 4th and 1, you definitely can go for it. But just out of sportsmanship, you may punt the football away.
It's still the first half with 2:30 to go. I know.
Wishful thinking, I guess, huh?
Right.
So 4th down and 1. Ball at the 46-yard line of California. Brandt under center. Inside give, and Parsons. He's got 1st down yardage down to the 44-yard line. He has 2 yards on that carry. And that's a fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. I wasn't sure we were ever going to get that backdrop rolled up.
Eldon in 2-back set, 2 wide receivers out.
Parsons throwing in another drop pass, a little bit behind his intended target, Cole Walker. That's a ball you got to haul in.
Absolutely. He looks like he's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, Brandt's done a nice job throwing the football. That's 3 drops already, at least thus far. They've only probably attempted 6 or 7 passes. Pitch outside to Trenton Dillon, who's in motion on 2nd and 10, and there's a flag on the plate. Dillon has about 9, but we'll wait for the penalty marker, typically in the vicinity of holding. And that's what it's going to be called. So Eldon going to get backed up here, and they'll be faced with a 2nd and long.
Hey, California caught a little break there.
Yeah, California playing very, very hard. That's what I want to see, something get going for them on offense.
Yeah, I do see a few blue shirts here in the crowd.
Yeah, California faithful, they certainly travel. Of course, not an incredibly far trip from California here to Eldon. So with 1:44 left, 2nd down and 18. Here's the give to Moreta, and he's going to be bottled up in the backfield. Liam Glenn with the stop after a 1-yard gain for Moreta.
Tackled by number 30, Jacob Adams.
Adams also in there on the stop for the Pentos.
I was going to ask, should California burn their last 2 timeouts in an attempt to get the ball back? Probably not with this little amount of time left.
Well, they probably will if they can stop him here. So 3rd and 17, Brandt under center. Takes the snap, it's gonna be a naked boot, and here goes Brandt.
Ooh.
He's got some yardage across the 40, cuts
Holy
back,
cow.
and he may go. Foot race inside the 10, to the house, and Dawson Brandt from 51 yards out scores in Eldon. They now lead 41-0.
Woo. What a play.
Man, California with long touchdown plays of 51 yards, 58 yards, and 52 yards so far tonight. And it's the big play that is killing California.
He just outran that California defender the last 15 yards for the score.
Really nice job, makes a couple of guys miss, and Dawson Brandt showing you that he can also run the football. And Trenton Dillon this time misses. So with 57 seconds left to play here in the first half, it's Eldon all over the Pintos, 41-0. We'll be right back on Lake TV after this.
Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Lori is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Lori, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
Chances are you'll be back! And we are back, and ladies and gentlemen, I was not anticipating this kind of first half. It's been all Eldon, and they are looking rather dominant offensively, defensively, and in the special teams game. They look very, very sharp. And if you're head coach Michael Gregg and the California Pintos, you go in here at the break, you try to make some adjustments, and you try to cut into this big lead in the second half. End over end kick, fielded at the 25-yard line. Currens now cuts back across up to the 39-yard line. That's where California takes over. 1st and 10 at the 39. And with 51 seconds left to go, we'll see if California can get something going.
And tackle by Moreta for the Eldon Mustangs.
Take over 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line.
Liam Glenn, the pitch to Friedmeier, who corrals it, and he's taken down for about a 3-yard loss in the backfield. And Eldon really, really held Friedmeier in check on the ground tonight. He's got 5 carries for 4 yards.
It appears that California is just going to take this into halftime. They're not calling a timeout. I mean,
Adams now.
I'm just surprised, Will. They're not going to take a shot down the field here at the end of the half.
Friedmeier now the carry. Lowers his head. Ooh, taken down hard after about a 3-yard gain. And that's going to conclude our first half of play. So we owe you a commercial break. We'll be back with the Quick Car halftime show after this.
Pro Designs, but better than a billboard.
If you're looking for a long-term, sustainable way to brand your business, wrap it. This is Jimmy at Pro Designs, and we're excited to announce we now offer financing. That's right. Pay as you grow with flexible payment options. Go to prodesigns.com, click on the financing tab, and in minutes, know your approval status. Simple, fast, and easy.
Pro Designs, but better than a billboard.
Here at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our 1995 oil changes. You get a free alignment check, you get a free multi-point inspection, you get a free car wash. Everybody will get all of that combined for $19.95. Stop by today or come visit us at rickball.com.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's our passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Welcome to Alternative Remedies Plus, natural remedies for your mind, body, and soul. If your body is out of balance, our Biomeridian Stress Assessment can suggest supplements that can restore harmony physically and mentally using our own collection of herbs and supplements. We also offer an extensive selection of vitamins, herbs, sports nutrition, weight loss, and other supplements. Alternative Remedies Plus. Visit us today in our new location next to the Big Red Barn, just off the square in Camdenton.
Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Lori is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Lori, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
Chances are you'll be back!
We are individualists. We are determined to grow, build, and cultivate the life of our dreams. We like our way of living. Who are we? Number 1 in subcompact tractors, number 1 in compact excavators, and number 1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
Hi, John Kane with Eldon Furniture. It's September and we're just a few weeks away from the fall season. We've got some great sales promotions for the Labor Day holiday and the beginning of autumn. Furniture, flooring, bedding, and blinds. We're the people you know and trust serving families just like yours. Follow us on Facebook, visit us online, or in our comfortable showroom in downtown Eldon.
This live high school football game of the week on Lake TV is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, Slumberland Furniture, Quick Car, Pro Designs, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Sports Medicine, Alternative Remedies, Shawnee Bluff, Chances Are, Crown Power, Eldon Furniture, Jason Blankenship CPA, and the official photographer of Lake TV, Studio T Images.
And now it's time for the Quick Car Halftime Show. Back to the booth with Will and Dave.
Welcome back here on Lake TV. It's your Quick Car Halftime Show. William Holtz, my man Dave Glendenning. This one all but over, 41-0 Eldon. I hate to shut the book on the California Pintos, but Dave, it's been a very, very good half for the Eldon Mustangs. They've been dominant in all phases of the game.
Yeah, they're looking really good. I think they can make a run in this conference, even though that Blair Oaks team that they went against last week's really, really tough. But this is going to be a big win for them and for the program, and hopefully they'll keep going and have a great season and make a run for that conference championship.
Game that I'm already looking forward to that we'll have right here for you on Lake TV. Week 8 of the high school football season. The Osage Indians, they play host to these very Eldon Mustangs. And, Osage, they're 3-1 on the season as well. And they've really yet to hit their stride as far as what they're capable of. That's going to be an incredible game. And I'm not sure if you knew this, being from the area or not really being from the area, of course. But these Mustangs, they hate the Osage Indians, and Osage, they hate the Eldon Mustangs.
I'm very aware of that. I think it dates back several decades.
Oh, yeah.
My daughters have even heard about it. And, my oldest one's in high school, and she already knows about it, and she's looking forward to the game as well.
We do have a quick shout-out. Our friend Audrey Pickering watching on the stream. She's a freshman at Western Michigan. Of course, your 3-time state champion in the state of Missouri when she was at California. Shot putter. Audrey, thank you so much for tuning in. That's the older sister of Nathan Pickering, also Will Pickering on the roster. You hear Nathan's name a lot on defense, and their dad, Chris Pickering, he's on the radio team for the California Pintos. Great guy. Stop by. Let us know that Audrey was watching, and I'll tell you what, to even contend for a state title in anything is astronomical. To win a state title is game-changing, and to do so 3 times in your career, we tip our cap to you, Miss Audrey. She's at Western Michigan, and I'm sure she's going to continue to do big, big things there at Western Michigan.
She's probably watching right now after I did that. She's probably like, no. She's probably trying to show me the right technique. She's probably dying. Hey, sorry about that.
When you talk about a shot putter, we'd be wrong not to mention Maddie. of course, Scrivener went here to Eldon. She is now at Central Methodist in Fayette, and she is she was the conference player of the year in that conference last year. She's a former Eldon Mustang, and so another shot putter that is certainly making some noise at the college level. She was the conference player of the year, or conference, shot putter of the year, and she was just a freshman or sophomore year ago. So good for Maddie Scrivener, doing big things. And, of course, back to Audrey. She had herself an impressive career at California. 3 state titles, really mind-boggling. The only closest thing I ever got to a state title was I once drove by the Rams Stadium in St. Louis. I'm much more gifted when it comes to fantasy football than I was playing any sports. But one more tip of the cap to our man Ross Reinhardt, who, as we said, he's in St. Louis right now with the National Guard. Thoughts and prayers with everybody involved there. Just hope everybody is able to stay safe. Go ahead.
I'd like to say hello to my mom and dad, John and Diana, watching from home.
My mom's name is Diana, too.
Lovely woman.
Yeah, lovely woman, I'm sure. She raised this guy, Diana. God bless you. You're pre-approved for sainthood. You can do whatever you want. Of course, John, we bid you well in your recovery. Guys, thanks for tuning in for tonight's Quick Car Halftime Show on Lake TV. That's going to conclude tonight's halftime show. We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll have the second half of this one after this.
Your car, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. For all your car is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Quick Cars Unlimited Wash Club features unlimited washes starting as low as $22 a month. Plus, with every full-service oil change at Quick Car, you'll get an extreme interior clean for only $7. The Quick Car Unlimited Wash Club. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Osage Beach, 2 blocks from Hy-Vee.
Welcome to Alternative Remedies Plus, natural remedies for your mind, body, and soul. If your body is out of balance, our Biomeridian Stress Assessment can suggest supplements that can restore harmony physically and mentally using our own collection of herbs and supplements. We also offer an extensive selection of vitamins, herbs, sports nutrition, weight loss, and other supplements. Alternative Remedies Plus. Visit us today in our new location next to the Big Red Barn, just off the square in Camdenton.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's our passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Pro designs, but better than a billboard.
If you're looking for a long-term, sustainable way to brand your business, wrap it. This is Jimmy at Pro Designs, and we're excited to announce we now offer financing. That's right. Pay as you grow with flexible payment options. Go to prodesigns.com, click on the financing tab, and in minutes, know your approval status. Simple, fast, and easy.
Pro Designs, but better than a billboard.
Here at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our 1995 oil changes. You get a free alignment check, you get a free multi-point inspection, you get a free car wash. Everybody will get all of that combined for $19.95. Stop by today or come visit us at rickball.com.
And we are back. It's game time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to kick off our second half. Eldon going to be kicking off to California. California going left to right on your TV screen here to start this second half of play. And we'll see if California didn't get a pep talk from their head coach. I spot Morris Pearson right here, that guy right there in the Eldon shirt. That was my upward coach when I was 12 years old. He was a pretty neat guy, very involved, 9th Street Christian Church, good man, and Eldon very full of great people. Also spot Brandon Cleethermus, head basketball coach here at Eldon. I graduated with him and was in youth group with him growing up at Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Eldon. Dave, you didn't know this about me. My mom was a youth pastor for 10 years at Sacred Heart here in Eldon, so many relationships built through that, of course.
And also my mother is a teacher at First Baptist Church for the toddlers.
Very nice. Now on the return, that's Alex Currens. He's up to the 42-yard line, so California going to start this second half with great field position. You notice the clock is running. It will continue to run as long as it's a 35-point game or more.
Did not know that.
So out of the shotgun. Curran's going to be in there at quarterback. In motion is Bonecutter. Little swing pass outside. Liam Glenn tries to get to the edge, and oh my goodness. Liam Glenn is sandwiched on the play. Cole Walker, one of the Mustangs there.
Yeah, Cole Walker had great pursuit on that play.
Wow. Just sandwiched on that. It's actually going to go for a run by Liam Glenn. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 now. Curran's being flushed out of the pocket. Very wisely throws it away as Trenton Dillon was barreling down. He already has a sack and a half in the first half of play to go along with a blocked punt.
So 2 passes here. Changing up philosophies. They really have no other option.
Yeah, 3rd and 8 now. See if they can't get some going now. Although the first play was a shotgun, it was actually a backwards lateral. So officially goes as a run.
It depends on which referee you ask.
Yeah, pretty good call, partner.
The California fans can appreciate that.
Currens now tries to break tackle, pitches it forward. Bonecutter with the nice grab, and he's taken down at the 44-yard line at the line of scrimmage. And Currens really fighting, just trying to make something happen there. Merida in on the stop, but add to his already impressive night. I don't think I need my sunglasses anymore. The punt now hits the 30. Fielded there at the 20-yard line. There's a new Mustang, and he's got Metz with the recovery up to the 38-yard line. The clock continues to run, and Eldon takes over 1st and 10.
Yeah, I was wondering if they're going to start playing some of their younger players here in the second half to get some experience with this big of a lead.
I spot a Mustang legend, Brett Flahar, down here. A longtime Mustang faithful, works the Eldon McDonald's, and also a big supporter of Eldon athletics. Has been ever since I went back to school in Eldon. So give a shout out to my good buddy Brett Flahar. Also got to give a shout out to our fan of the year, Dakota Wilms. Got to talk with him earlier, him and his mom Michelle. Here's Metz now with the carry. He's going to be taken down by Friedmeier. Currens cleans that up to the tail end, but Metz has 11 yards up to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, there is one bit of news that happened within the past week and a half. One of my favorite places to eat in Eldon, the Philly Cafe, burned down, and I was devastated. They made the best Philly cheesesteaks.
That place is legendary here in Eldon. Brandt, the give now to Dillon.
Nice
He's outside. Move. Dillon at the edge, and he is swung down by Currens, but not before making his way to the 30-yard line. He's got 21 yards on the carry, and he continues to show impressive average. He's got 2 carries tonight for 34 yards. He came into the night averaging 11.1 yards per carry on the season. Brandt now inside give. It's Metz. He's got good yardage inside the 20, and Currens lays a blow to him at the 7-yard line, but not before Metz has 23 yards and another Mustang first down. Gotta be impressed with what you see from this sophomore from California, though. Alex Currens, he's definitely one of the lone bright spots for the Pintos tonight. So Brant under center, first and goal from the 7. Inside, given to the house. Boom. This time it's number 42 for the Mustangs. Clayton Moore, the senior, he's into the end zone, and Eldon just continues to pile on. They now lead 47-0 at the 6:35 mark of the third quarter.
More of the same here in the second half.
New kicker here as well. 25 for Eldon. Dawson Brandt, the quarterback. High extra point attempt. It's up and it's good. So Eldon extends their lead now 48-0 over the California Pintos. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
We brought together outstanding special purchases and customer favorites at Slumberland priced so low, they won't last for long. This tag means it doesn't get much better. So many to choose from. Like this Lazy Boy recliner for just $288. Customer favorites at special purchase prices. While they last, find your new favorite for less. But hurry in. Slumberland, it's a good life.
We are individualists. We are determined to grow, build, and cultivate the life of our dreams. We like our way of living. Who are we? Number 1 in subcompact tractors, number 1 in compact excavators, and number 1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
And we are back here on Lake TV, and it is a night belonging to the Eldon Mustangs of 48-0 now. 6:35 left to play here in the third quarter. Dylan with a little chip shot and goes out of bounds. So California, they're going to take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A little interesting kickoff there.
Yeah, Coach Jolly not going to be happy about that.
Well, I'd like to see the California Pintos at least show a little fight here in the second half.
Curran's quick hitter, and that one is hauled in. Really nice catch on the play. That's number 12, Clayton Winkler. It's a positive play, 8 yards. Really nice job by Winkler to leave his feet, go down and corral that one. And nice job by quarterbacks Alex Currens, giving him an opportunity.
Yeah, very impressed with both these teams passing tonight. It was something that I wasn't expecting at all. But obviously California, they're at a point where it's a necessity.
Currens now out of the shotgun. Running out of time. Nice job, Currens now makes some cuts. Nice job, and Alex Currens all the way down to the 35-yard line of the Mustangs. That's 22 yards and a big first down for the Pintos. So Currens, he continues to be impressive. The sophomore really showing some big-time hints defensively. And like I said, really, I mean, without Friedmeier doing much tonight for California, it's been the Alex Currens show for the Pintos. 1st and 10, ball at the Eldon 34-yard line. Quick hitter, nice pass, nice catch. Currens that time throws a strike to Brian Davis, the freshman. That goes for 9.5 yards. Going to bring up second down and shy. So how about the Pintos here? They're starting to get something going offensively. We'll see if they can't break the shutout.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they would have opened up the passing attack a little bit more last week against Versailles. There might have been a different outcome.
Curran's now being flushed. He is under pressure. Look at Alex Curran's go. He's got a Pinto first down, and he may go. He does from 25 yards out. Alex Curran's nice, nifty play. Tucks it in, runs, and California has broken the shutout. How about that young man, Dave?
That was a great play. I'm really happy to see him score a touchdown and then get that donut off the scoreboard.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what that can do for a young guy like Alex Curran. He's really looked good this week. And after the start to the season, only being a sophomore, he starts to see what he's truly capable of, and that can do wonders for the young man's confidence. So out of the shotgun now, he's going to keep it up the middle, lowers his shoulder, and stops shy. The two-point conversion is no good, but California scores. So with 4:30 left in the third quarter, California cuts into the Eldon lead. It's 48-6. We'll be back on Lake TV after this.
Hi, John Kane with Eldon Furniture. It's September and we're just a few weeks away from the fall season. We've got some great sales promotions for the Labor Day holiday and the beginning of autumn. Furniture, flooring, bedding, and blinds. We're the people you know and trust serving families just like yours. Follow us on Facebook, visit us online, or in our comfortable showroom in downtown Eldon.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's our passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
And we are back. Of course, I want to give a shout out to our crew tonight. My name is William Holtz, providing your play-by-play. My head of production switching in the truck, Andrew Evans, our engineer, and running the, oh wait, Trent Dillon now outside. He's trying to add to his already impressive night. He's going to be taken down to the 35-yard line, and uh-oh, getting a little scrappy. Dillon, he has a nice return. So our engineer and running field cam, Ricky Smith. Of course, Mr. Color Commentary, Dave Glendenning. Of course, our production assistant and statistician, Ross Reinhardt, as you know, in St. Louis. Our top cameraman, nice addition to Lake TV team this year, Brennan Thompson. Extra hands in the truck production assistant, my man, Big Bill, leading the way, trying to keep Andrew in check, I'm sure. And running cable tonight, Jonah Debert doing a wonderful job. That rounds out tonight's Lake TV crew, and we are excited to bring you guys live high school football throughout the 2017 season. Now Jordan Metz gets right back to it. We've got a new quarterback in the game. That's junior Parker Dunham, of course. That's the son of Jay and Stacy Dunham. Parker in there at quarterback, and good athlete, that young man. It's crazy, Dave. When I left Eldon halfway through my junior year, a lot of these kids were 5, 6, 7 years old, and I'm starting to feel old as now these guys playing varsity football.
Now, come on, Will. You're really not that old.
Only 26, but boy, I'll tell you what, that 21st birthday to now really has felt like, you know, not much time at all.
Wait till 30.
I will. Whoa. Oh, the ball's on the turf. Bouncing around, and California has it at midfield. So the Pintos now, they get a first takeaway of the game, and they've got a 1st and 10 at midfield. So how about that? Pintos get on the board, and who recovered it?
Turner Miles, senior.
Right place, right time. That one really bouncing around, and good for California. We talked about, you know, down big at the break. All you can really do, come out here and fight, and that is exactly what they've done.
Mm-hmm. no give up. I'm really impressed.
And I want to see Kearns continue to spread it out and get them legs turning. He's looked awful good here in this second half. Drops back out of the shotgun.
Wow.
Now airs it out, looking down the field over the shoulder. Very nearly hauled in by Winkler. Gave his receiver a shot, falls incomplete, but there you get a look at just how strong the arm is of one young Alex Kearns.
We did not see that formation one time last week in the whole game.
Yeah, you're right, partner. Been interesting to see had this California team really spread out their offense, but you heard Coach Michael Gregg in the Burger Smokehouse pregame show when we talked with him. He said, you know, we're a spread offense. We're a option offense. We're finding our identity. And look, here's Kearns. Dragged down from behind from the jersey, but not before he has an 8-yard run. He had a nice little stutter step there on the option. Very wisely chooses to keep it. Then he has 8 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 2. Partner, you get a chance to watch the Cincinnati-Houston game last night?
Yeah, I was having a hard time staying awake. That was the first time since 1936, I believe, that a team that's played home games the first 2 games of the season that has not scored a touchdown.
A bit of a conundrum, to be real honest with you, because that offense has a ton of playmakers. Quick pitch here to Friedmeier, who lowers his head. He's across the 40, and he has 1st down yardage for the Pintos as we are inside a minute to play here, the 3rd quarter.
And so today, what do the Cincinnati Bengals do? They axed the offensive coordinator and promoted their quarterbacks coach for offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. You got Brandon LaFell, A.J. Green, Tyler Eifert, and then you have 3 different running backs with Mixon, the rookie, and then, of course, Bernard and Jeremy Hill. Doesn't make much sense. And here's a quick hitter for Adams. He's got room. He's inside the 20, and he's down to about the 16-yard line before he steps out. That goes for 23 yards as Adams hauls it in and runs. So Pinto's now showing a little life.
Coach is just wondering, why couldn't we have done this earlier?
So that's going to conclude our 3rd quarter of play. California starting to put their foot on the gas pedal just a little bit, and I would assume just a little bit too late, but it is encouraging. We'll be back after this on Lake TV.
Welcome to Burger's Smokehouse. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Burger's Smokehouse invites everyone to come and visit our unique visitor center. See all the amazing museum-quality displays highlighting the seasons of the Ozarks and learn about meat curing and the history of Burger's Smokehouse. Peruse our factory country store where we offer the largest selection of cured and smoked meats found anywhere. While you're here, grab a smoked meat sandwich and enjoy our video tour in the Good Old Days Theater to see how we produce our famous products. Our 4-generation family business has combined time-tested curing traditions with modern meat processing innovations to become the largest specialty cured and smoked meat processor in the nation. Burger's Smokehouse is nestled deep in the rolling Ozark Hills near California, Missouri, just 20 miles north of Eldon on Highway 87. We're just a short drive from anywhere in the lake area. Just follow the road signs to Burger's Smokehouse. You can find our products in grocery stores throughout the lake area. Visit our website at smokehouse.com. Burger's Smokehouse, your trusted provider of cured and smoked meat since 1952.
And we are back now. California 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Kearns, he lowers his head, and he's going to be taken down out about the line of scrimmage. There's a flag on the play. That's going to be a hold against the offense, so that's going to back up California.
It's been a pretty popular penalty tonight.
Boy, it's a 12-yard penalty, maybe 13. So 1st down and 23 now. Dakota Henry in motion. Kearns now. He's going to keep it. Oh, look at him go across the formation down to about the 25-yard line. So he has 5 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 18.
It's kind of a puzzling run. He was like walking around and no Eldon defenders were doing anything.
Curran's under pressure, and he's going to be taken down by quarterback Dawson Brandt with a quarterback sack. He's going to bring up 3rd down and forever. So 3rd down and 21 now for California. And Curran's now, he's going to keep it. He's got some room. Across the middle, he bounces off a would-be tackler and into the end zone and from 28 yards out. Alex Currans once again shows us how tough he is. Boy, that's impressive. And he's had himself a whale of a second half.
Once he gets out in space, he's pretty dangerous. I mean, that spin move was pretty sick.
Just very, very impressive. So Curran's now. The option, he is in. He reaches across, and that is good. So just like that, California now, they score 14 unanswered points, and it's 48-14. You're watching exclusive coverage of high school football on Lake TV.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's our passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Here at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our 1995 oil change.
So what you missed, my friends, was California didn't wait for Eldon to get on the field. They try a quick onside kick, and the officials blew it dead. Not sure what the call was, but
it appeared to me that he'd blown the whistle for him to go ahead and kick.
Really, Eldon, not many guys up here. I expect to see an onside kick for Cali. Really a wobble kick, and it bounces out of bounds.
We've seen that a few times tonight.
So I will tell you, partner, we talked at halftime about the importance of California coming out here in the second half and showing a little fight. I know Eldon has a couple of reserves in there, but you really can't say enough about the play of sophomore quarterback Alex Currans. And if you're Michael Gregg in your first season here with the Pintos, you've got Dakota Henry, the junior, who's big-time playmaker, and Alex Currans really, really looks good. So Parker Dunham, the quick give to Metz. He's got about 4 yards on the carry. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 6. Well, I'll tell you what, there is so much going on in Lake of the Ozarks this weekend. You got Bike Fest this weekend. Tomorrow you've got the Hillbilly Fair along with the Hillbilly Fair Parade in Laurie. And then you've got the Kids Helping Kids dinner with the Kids Harbor and CADV at Seven Springs Winery tomorrow night. Lots of good stuff going on. And don't forget, a week from tomorrow, you have got the Air Show in Lake of the Ozarks. And then, of course, the Aaron Tippin concert. That should be good. And Mets thrown backwards on the play.
Yeah, I'd just like to tell everyone that's listening, just be extra careful this weekend and keep an eye out for these motorcycles. They're all over the place, and just be a little extra cautious.
Yeah, certainly. They are much tougher to spot when you are making turns and pulling out into roadways. They say, motorcycles easily disguised with trees and stuff as you look to turn on the road. So great point. Be extra cautious and make sure we keep all these bikers visiting our beautiful Lake of the Ozarks safe. That way we can ensure they continue to come down for years to come. And really, all these great events we see bring a lot of people down here to the lake, and that's what keeps this economy really booming. So California, they're going to get called for an offside, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty, bring up 3rd and short for Eldon.
Yeah, it seems every year that almost every event that we have in Lake of the Ozarks, it grows and grows. Like the Magic Dragon car show, it started out as nothing, and now it's a really big deal. And with this Bike Fest weekend, it's really, really gotten very popular with a lot of people across the state.
That, you've got Hot Summer Nights that take place every 3rd Friday night. California now, Jordan Metz, very close to first down yardage, but nice job by the interior line defensively for California. They're going to have to measure. And along with the car shows, there's car shows all over the place. In Versailles, the Sonic Summer Nights, they've done an incredible job. And, that's going to bring up 4th down, and they're not even going to measure, surprisingly.
That looks really close from my vantage point here. It looks like a first down.
Looks close. Definitely warrants a measure. I think we've been hard enough on Misha.
Why waste the time?
They're just going to sneak it up the middle with a quick hitter, and Metz is going to have it this time. He's got about half yard and enough for a first down, so Eldon going to continue to burn time here.
Yeah, in all honesty, this officiating crew has done the best at any game that we've done this year.
Yeah, you're right. Nice job touching on that. They've done a really, really nice job letting the kids play, also making sure it doesn't get too chippy. And, I like that. Not taking the time to measure. Letting Eldon go for it on 4th and short. And right about that time, here comes the penalty marker.
We jinxed it.
Oh, boy. Next week should be fun. It's going to be the Versailles homecoming. Of course, Thursday night, there's going to be a big bonfire in Versailles. They're going to have a car smash for $1 a swing. You could smash a car. Of course, they're going to put the Osage logo on that. It's their homecoming. Versailles right now down 20-13 at Warsaw. We'll keep you updated on that. The update's coming in from Travis Dobbins. Warsaw led 20-7 at the half. Versailles cut into that lead, and it is 20-13. Here's the quick give. New ball carrier here for Eldon. That's number 28, who's inside the 40. Lowers his head, and Logan Hall, the sophomore, down to the 37-yard line. He's got about 17 yards and a Mustang first down.
It's great to see some of these younger players get a little playing time here on the varsity squad. And I hate to admit it to you, Will, but I've lived at the lake for 19 years, and I have never once been to Versailles.
Never been to the Apple Fest, huh?
No.
Missing out, man. And now a new quarterback in there, number 5 for the Mustangs. Inside give, that's Metz. He's upended and taken down as Jordan Metz. Colin Tam, the sophomore, the new quarterback. That's the younger brother of Owen Tam, who, if you'll remember a couple seasons ago, big-time game between Eldon and Osage played right here. That was one of the best games we've ever had. Osage was down like 23 points with like 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter and came back and were down 6 points driving. And it was an interception in the end zone by Owen Tam that sealed it. Here's Colin Tam now in the naked bootleg outside, and he's taken down inside the 30. There is a flag on the play. And all of this story does come full circle eventually, as both Colin and Owen Tam are the younger brothers of my very best friend growing up, Jacob Tam, who now lives in Columbia with his beautiful wife, Jessica, and their beautiful baby, Emma. So a lot of family and friend ties right here in Eldon, Missouri. Now, beautiful thing the rest of the way, Dave, here on Lake TV, all of our broadcasts include 2 Tri-County Conference coverage schools for us. So it's either Eldon, Osage, California, or Versailles the rest of the way. We won't have any surprise visitors in any of those games. It'll just be Tri-County Conference matchups. Here's Tam now. Rolling out, throws it in and out of the hands of defender Spencer Mazzarelli. So Tam, fortunately, that falls incomplete. And really, a lot of people here around Eldon say Colin Tam really going to be possibly the best Tam athlete of the bunch. And Jake and I, we played ball together for Morris Pearson at Upward. Owen was a fantastic leader. And then Logan Shen, who was a all-state kicker here at Eldon. Now here's a big-time run by Mustang. That's number 28, Logan Hall, the sophomore, once again.
2 big runs by Logan Hall.
Big gainer.
He had a 17-yarder earlier.
First down, Mustang!
And this time a 26-yard run. So 2 carries, 43 yards for Hall in there, and very nice. See if Colin Tam doesn't take a shot for Trenton Phillips. Inside give and short gainer there. The stop, California. First guy there, Cody Forsythe, the senior, in there.
Clayton Moore on the carry. Number 65, Cody Forsythe on the stop. I'd like to congratulate Dolly Dinwiddie, who was our 50-50 winner. She's taking home $192.
Tam now, quick give to Metz, who's upended and taken down after a short gain. That's going to bring him 3rd down now. Folks, after the conclusion of this one, don't go anywhere. We've got your Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia post-game show. We'll wrap this one up from Victor Field in Eldon. We'll talk with head coach Shannon Jolly of the Mustangs. We'll bring on your Pro Designs player of the game. Not going to tell you that will be until closer to the conclusion of this one, but you can probably guess. A couple of guys throw out there. Obviously, Isaiah Parsons with 3 touchdowns. Isaiah Moreta with a couple of scores. Dawson Brandt played himself a good game. Here's Metz now, carries it out to the 7-yard line. He's got a 1st down, and Eldon now 1st and goal, and Colin Tam going to get an opportunity to lead potentially his first touchdown drive as the Mustang quarterback here. Be quite a moment for the sophomore if he's able to do so.
Yeah, it looked like the first Pinto player on the tackle was Kyle Riley. It's interesting, we have a battle of the horses tonight.
Yeah, the Pinto and the Mustangs, and I'm not sure if that's the way it would end up in a real fight, but Mustangs, they're going to be victorious tonight. Here's the give to Metz inside the 5. He's taken down by a slew of Pintos in on the play. Rhett Kiesling in on the stop. Also close to play, John Calton, the junior. Also Caleb McCumber in there for the Pintos.
I'll have to admit one thing, Will. When I was really young, my mother drove an ugly yellow Ford Pinto. But it was a pretty cool car.
And Metz now takes the give from Tam, and he's into the end zone from 3 yards out. And the Mustangs score once again. Another player on the field for California, Adrian Contreras in there. Lucas Ash in there for the Pintos. Number 21, Spencer Mazzarelli on the field. And here's a whole new slew of Mustangs. We'll try to give you a couple of shout outs. Trenton Phillips out there for the Mustangs. Charlie May, the junior, in there as well. Riley Pope, the senior, anchors the line. Also Dalton DeLong in there. Try to give everyone a mention now. The hold by Pipes is down. The kick by Dillon is up, and it's good. So Eldon extends their already large lead to 55-14. The clock continues to run, and I do believe that is probably going to conclude the game. We'll take a short commercial break. We'll be right back after this.
Here at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our 1995 oil changes. You get a free alignment check, you get a free multi-point inspection, you get a free car wash. Everybody will get all of that combined for $19.95. Stop by today or come visit us at rickball.com.
Back when it was really bad.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now the clock continues to run. Under a minute to go. And Eldon gonna have to kick off one more time. Dakota Henry back, new kicker in there for the Mustangs. Looks like PJ Bledsoe. Yeah, it's PJ Bledsoe, the freshman in there. He's four-string quarterback. That one bounces. Picked up by Currens, and he knows what to do with it. Taken down at about the 30-yard line, and now inside 10 seconds to go. So the final for tonight's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Eldon Mustangs all over California. They win by a final score of 55-14. Don't quit. We'll be back with the Rick Ball Ford Lincoln Instead post-game show after this.
And that's the ball game with our final score, Eldon 55, California 14.
Pro Designs, but better than a billboard.
If you're looking for a long-term, sustainable way to brand your business, wrap it. This is Jimmy at Pro Designs, and we're excited to announce we now offer financing. That's right. Pay as you grow with flexible payment options. Go to prodesigns.com, click on the financing tab, and in minutes, know your approval status. Simple, fast, and easy.
Pro Designs, but better than a billboard.
Here at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our $19.95 oil changes. You get a free alignment check, you get a free multi-point inspection, you get a free car wash. Everybody will get all of that combined for $19.95. Stop by today or come visit us at rickball.com.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, we're proud to support our local student athletes.
Increasing their safety so they can compete in the sports they love.
At Lake Regional Sports Medicine, keeping athletes safe and healthy is not just a job, it's our passion.
That's why Lake Regional offers 5 area locations for physical therapy.
And a team of physicians specialized in sports medicine.
Lake Regional Sports Medicine, here for you.
Welcome to Alternative Remedies Plus, natural remedies for your mind, body, and soul. If your body is out of balance, our Biomeridian Stress Assessment can suggest supplements that can restore harmony physically and mentally using our own collection of herbs and supplements. We also offer an extensive selection of vitamins, herbs, sports nutrition, weight loss, and other supplements. Alternative Remedies Plus. Visit us today in our new location next to the Big Red Barn, just off the square in Camdenton.
Chances Are Restaurant and Lounge in Laurie is a hometown favorite and has been since 1989. With generous portions, favorable pricing, and a familiar staff that treats you like family, going to Chances Are is a no-brainer. They're open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Come in on the weekends for the prime rib and all-you-can-eat shrimp. And on Saturday night, year-round, they feature live music with some of the area's hottest bands. And if you stay out too late on the weekend and need that late breakfast fix the next morning, come enjoy our all-you-can-eat breakfast buffet until noon on Saturdays and 1 on Sundays. Off Highway 5 in Laurie, come find out what makes us so special and...
If you're here once,
Chances are you'll be back!
We are individualists. We are determined to grow, build, and cultivate the life of our dreams. We like our way of living. Who are we? Number 1 in subcompact tractors, number 1 in compact excavators, and number 1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
Hi, John Kane with Eldon Furniture. It's September and we're just a few weeks away from the fall season. We've got some great sales promotions for the Labor Day holiday and the beginning of autumn. Furniture, flooring, bedding, and blinds. We're the people you know and trust serving families just like yours. Follow us on Facebook, visit us online, or in our comfortable showroom in downtown Eldon.
Welcome to Shawnee Bluff Winery and Vineyard. Order from a full menu including our tasty brick oven pizza. Shawnee Bluff Winery has an amazing assortment of local-made wines by the glass or bottle, and live music to enjoy them by. We even have quaint lakeside rooms to easily turn your visit into a vacation. Just 7 scenic miles down Route 54, look for Missouri's largest wine bottle, marking the entrance to Shawnee Bluff Vineyard, where you can relax among the grapevines and enjoy the beautiful view. The vineyard offers a beautiful setting for our live concerts all summer long, from names like Clint Black, Charlie Daniels, 38 Special, and many more. When it comes to events, Shawnee Bluff Winery and Vineyard has you covered. Our event coordinator is there to help you every step of the way. The winery has options for small gatherings up to 30 indoors or groups under the tent with a 14-mile panoramic view of the lake. Our 50-acre vineyard is home to our 5,000 square foot facility that can handle up to 300 guests and all the amenities you might need for your big day or event. So whether you're looking for some great wine and food or views and celebrations, the winery and vineyard at Shawnee Bluff has everything you need to make your getaway unforgettable.
This live high school football game of the week on Lake TV is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, Slumberland Furniture, Quick Car, Pro Designs, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Sports Medicine, Alternative Remedies, Shawnee Bluff, Chances Are, Crown Power, Eldon Furniture, Jason Blankenship CPA, and the official photographer of Lake TV, Studio T Images. Now joined by head coach Shannon Jolly, victorious on the night. Coach, what did you think of your team's performance?
I was really pleased with them in the first half. We came out, as I mentioned earlier, we wanted to come out strong, and I think we did. And, very few errors in the first half. Got a chance to sub some younger players in and get some experience. I don't know if that went as well as the first half, but anyway, it was a good night for us.
Yeah, you talked about also big play in special teams, and you guys really controlled field position early. Talk about your special teams play.
Well, just being prepared. We take the third phase of the game extremely important, so special teams is a big deal with us. Our return game, and fortunate we didn't have to punt tonight, but those are things we would spend a lot of time on. So we expect good field position. It doesn't always work out that way, but tonight it worked well for us.
Talk about, Coach, you touched on, the younger guys getting, and talk about how important that is moving forward for you guys.
Well, it's important, but not when you get out there and perform kind of like we did. So we got, the thing about it is they don't get a chance to get film like the varsity guys do on Friday night, so we got some good film on them. So it's a good opportunity for them to learn, and tonight with them out there, they've got some stuff they need to learn before Monday, so it'll give us some good stuff to work on for tomorrow.
5 games into the season, your team sits 4-1. Where do you go from here?
I just think we keep doing. We talked about it. We're trying to be a Week 10 team, and what that means, we're trying to work through our opponents into Week 10, try to be the best football team we can that last week, and then step by step from there. So we just want to make sure we give ourselves a chance to move forward.
Don't look now, Tri-County Conference, but Coach Shannon Jolly's Eldon Mustangs are rolling. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back with the player of the game after this.
This live high school football game of the week on Lake TV is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, Slumberland Furniture, Quick Car, Pro Designs, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Sports Medicine, Alternative Remedies, Shawnee Bluff, Chances Are, Crown Power, Eldon Furniture, Jason Blankenship CPA, and the official photographer of Lake TV, Studio T Images.
Right back here on the Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia postgame show. We've now got your Pro Designs player of the game, Isaiah Merida. Isaiah, incredible game tonight, man. How'd you guys do it?
Through preparation all week. We never underestimate our opponent and come out strong first half. So
Only took you 10 carries to get over the century-yard mark tonight. You not only do on the ground, you also had the 52-yard touchdown catch. Talk about your offensive line and how they controlled the tempo.
Oh, they did great. Really proud of my offensive line. I always am. You know, we just like to get better week from week. It's on to the next one.
Now, I know playing for Coach Shannon Jolly, he's no nonsense, doesn't let you guys rest. He said, let's get right back to work. If you could take anything away from tonight's ball game you guys need to get better at to continue to run the table, what would that be?
Just mental errors. I think physically we played good, but mentally we need to keep improving.
Isaiah, incredible game tonight, incredible season so far. Good job, young man. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
That's the Pro Designs player of the game on the Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia postgame show. We'll be right back at Victor Field after this.
Here at Rick Ball Ford Lincoln, my team is driven to be different. Different in a great way because we're going to give you the very best customer satisfaction anywhere. One of the parts about our dealership you will love is our 1995 oil changes. You get a free alignment check, you get a free multi-point inspection, you get a free car wash. Everybody will get all of that combined for $19.95. Stop by today or come visit us at rickball.com.
Welcome to Burger's Smokehouse. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, Burger's Smokehouse invites everyone to come and visit our unique visitor center. See all the amazing museum quality displays highlighting the seasons of the Ozarks and learn about meat curing and the history of Burger's Smokehouse. Peruse our factory country store where we offer the largest selection of cured and smoked meats found anywhere. While you're here, grab a smoked meat sandwich and enjoy our video tour in the Good Old Days Theater to see how we produce our famous products. Our 4-generation family business has combined time-tested curing traditions with modern meat processing innovations to become the largest specialty cured and smoked meat processor in the nation. Burger Smokehouse is nestled deep in the rolling Ozark Hills near California, Missouri, just 20 miles north of Eldon on Highway 87. We're just a short drive from anywhere in the lake area. Just follow the road signs to Burger's Smokehouse. You can find our products in grocery stores throughout the lake area. Visit our website at smokehouse.com. Burger's Smokehouse, your trusted provider of cured and smoked meat since 1952.
We brought together outstanding special purchases and customer favorites at Slumberland priced so low, they won't last for long. This tag means it doesn't get much better. So many to choose from. Like this Lazy Boy recliner for just $288. Customer favorites at special purchase prices. While they last. Find your new favorite for less. But hurry in. Slumberland. It's a good life.
Your car, it's part of who you are. It's your partner in weekday traffic and your passport to weekend fun. For all your car is to you, isn't it time you did something for it too? Quick Car's Unlimited Wash Club features unlimited washes starting as low as $22 a month. Plus, with every full-service oil change at Quick Car, you'll get an extreme interior clean for only $7. The Quick Car Unlimited Wash Club. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Osage Beach, 2 blocks from Hy-Vee.
It's time for the Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia postgame show. Back to you, Will.
Here on the Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia postgame show, and the Eldon Mustangs, they improved to 4-1 on the year. California Pintos fall to 1-4, and it was all Mustangs from the start.
Impressive showing tonight from Eldon. I was really blown away by how they manhandled California. It was like not even a contest tonight.
Yeah, they played very, very well, spread around. Of course, Isaiah Parsons, 3 touchdowns. Dawson Brandt had a touchdown run. Jordan Metz found the end zone. And, of course, you got to be impressed with, of course, Isaiah Moretta, your Pro Designs player of the game. 10 carries, 101 yards, 1 catch, 52 yards. He scored both through the air and, of course, on the ground. He now has 11 rushing touchdowns on the air. And I'll tell you what, Eldon, they really, really do poise quite a threat here in the Tri-County Conference to potentially run the table. Now, you heard Coach Jolly say some of the mental errors in the second half we need to cut down on, but that was a lot of backup players, and that's valuable time they got.
Yeah, it's going to help them in the future. You know, what if one of their players goes down for injury? Some other players got some experience tonight, so maybe down the road it may help them.
Yeah, and if you're the California Pintos, you get back to work hard in practice this week. You erase tonight's game, and you really have to like the effort of sophomore quarterback Alex Kearns tonight. He played very, very well, especially in the second half, over 70 yards rushing in the second half, 2 scoring touchdowns, both from 28 yards out, and he really was one of the lone bright spots for California.
Yeah, it was a tough loss for them tonight after that heartbreaking loss last week to Versailles, that close game. But, man, to come out here and get whipped tonight, boy, they're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, obviously a little undermanned. They were without Schatzer, one of their best players. Of course, he's really an anchor on that line for them. So if you're California, you take the bright spots, you move forward. And if you're the Eldon Mustangs, you have Warsaw next week. You're at 4-1. And like I said, with their schedule the rest of the way out, this is an Eldon team that come week 10 of the season, they could be sitting 8-1. And if they are, look out, districts.
Yeah, I would put them up there. I mean, after looking at them play tonight, it surprises me. I'd like to see how good Blair Oaks is if they beat them, even though, there were 3 big plays that basically took Eldon out of the game last week. But they've got a good chance to run the table.
So it's the Eldon Mustangs victorious tonight with a final score of 48-14. They improved to 4-1, and they will play the Warsaw Wildcats next week for the California Pintos. They are 1-4 on the season. They're going to have the Osage Indians next week back home in California. It'll be a tough matchup for them. Of course, for the entire crew from here at Victor Field from Lake TV, on behalf of Dave Glendenning, I'm William Holtz. Until next time, good night.
This live high school football game of the week on Lake TV is brought to you by Burger Smokehouse, Slumberland Furniture, Quick Car, Pro Designs, Rick Ball Ford Lincoln in Sedalia, Lake Regional Sports Medicine, Alternative Remedies, Shawnee Bluff, Chances Are, Crown Power, Eldon Furniture, Jason Blankenship CPA, and the official photographer of Lake TV, Studio T Images.